So the final session. I know you're all tired, but we expect very good presentations, some interesting ideas, and to see what you have managed to learn, what you have managed to do together. As said on the first day, we'll have 4 or 5 of us who will evaluate all the presentations, all the stuff that's done, and then we'll give 2 awards. They are here. So we have each team has up to 10 minutes. Doesn't mean that you have to use all 10 minutes, but we'll stop you at the 10th minute and won't allow you to talk anymore. So whatever you can do in 10 minutes. Okay? So let me see, who are the representatives of the teams? Representatives? Yeah, to see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4. And later 5. Is there anyone who wants to be first?
Yeah.
Alexei.
Yeah, but how to switch it? That's the biggest problem, how to switch it. I don't know.
Was resolution is a problem?
Yes, resolution is a problem.
Change the resolution. Change the resolution.
Can you please help me? Sorry, it's technical problems.
Prepare. Can other please switch off the internet access or not use internet because they want to show something? You see?
Okay, it's fine. So, hello everybody. I would like to present you the startup idea, the product called Aurelius. Feel the city, feel the actually the life of the city. So basically, everybody from you has has already experienced the situation when you are totally new in town, and you've just arrived to the city around just 15 minutes ago, and you don't know what to do because you were partying last night and you didn't check anything around. So you don't know what to do actually right now, and you actually don't know even who is in this city. You don't know anybody, but you want still to have fun. And I will tell you that with audio radios it's all possible, even if you don't know anyone here in the city. We, in our solution, we will guide you to the near beer pub, to near location where the stadium match and so on. So, and we'll show you the funniest path, how to have fun in the city if you just arrived 15 minutes ago. So, just a local friend, just as someone who lives here for 20 years, even if you just arrived right now, everywhere and anytime. So, forget about being lost in whatever places you are right now. Here is how we work. From one side, we have different tourists and destinations that are actually coming wherever they want to come. Especially nowadays with these low costs, it's possible to take and book the ticket for 10 euros and go for the weekend. On the left side, you see different destinations in the city. So, and we are in between. Our solution already provides this information for them. How it works, and a little bit, a few words to internals. From one side, our users are tourists and also young crowds that actually would like to have fun somewhere. And on the other side, our customers actually who pay the money to our service are locations, hotels, restaurants, clubs, whatever actually event locations. We were thinking about, from one side, investors can be ourselves, so we don't need even investment. It's quite low budget project, but if we would like to scale up, for example, then we could apply for some venture capitalists, business angels, and of course tourist organizations of different municipalities. So income channels are either advertisements from different location events or VIP services for users, because we want to keep this service for free in the basic version, so to attract users. Initial cost 3,500 euros, so it's manager, developer, and user experience developer, so it's free and it's easy. And sustainability, so we need around 500 euros per month for maintaining the platform. Who makes it? Who makes it all happen? It's my wonderful team. Without team, it would not be possible to do it. So my task was just to coordinate, to see what everybody can do in my team. So I can say that look and feel of our demo has done Florian. Then stakeholder management, it's a kind of the information that you've seen behind it's Dejan. Then we have a troubleshooter who helped me with this presentation, is actually our Ante. Then fun wizard, of course, Anso, because she knows about fun everywhere in the cities. So money guy who helped us a little bit is Ivan, of course. And the backbone developer, actually the connection to SmartSantander, to parking slots, lots and so on, is of course Carlos. And sales, we need the customers, it's Anna Novak. So this is about it, the city, and now I will show you a little demo, live demo, what we've done actually. It's just... Right, okay. You see, troubleshooter is working all the time in background to help the boss. So what we've implemented here, 3 different locations, on one side and 2 different locations where you are right now. You see 3 buttons, hotel, library, hospital, and then depending on the pressing this button, the system will recalculate the route automatically, and then will show you, guide you to this location based on the real information of free parking laws in the town. So this is basically this. And of course, we have also developed the mobile version of this application, because it's basically the HTML page. And as you can see, we have followed the suggestion of Rob van Kranenburg. We have registered the domain name, the Internet of Things.austria.at, and this is actually where our system is hosted. So thank you very much for your attention.
Any questions from the panel?
So, if you look at this, I mean, what was the biggest challenge that you encountered now dealing with the tool? Once again, the biggest challenge that you encountered when dealing with our tool?
We have to ask the hardcore guy and also the UX. So Florian and Carlos, can you say technically the biggest challenge?
In my opinion, there are two say layers to that question. One is technical challenges. At least for this particular demo, it's a very simple thing and it was very simple. But we made a lot of emphasis in the presentation on finding like interesting things that may be happening in the city, and we actually have ideas on how that could be done, but it's not very clear. We have ideas of trying to infer those things based on things that are not really into the SmartSantander platform. Perhaps we could suggest or ask that those things be incorporated into the SmartSantander framework. That's how I would say the biggest.
Okay. Thank you. One more.
Then you talk about where is the party. How you know where is the party? It's just someone that hosts the party pushing information on a social network, and you extract this information and
But SmartSantander has this parking information.
SmartSantander?
Yeah, SmartSantander has this parking information, parking sensor. This is how we read it. We read it from SmartSantander Drive. Actually, this is a map.
No, party.
Party.
Fun. For me, it's not fun.
Okay, not parking.
So you start with fun and you end up with parking. So, okay, maybe I know if it's very crowded, the parking in this area, I need to go in the other area.
Yes, okay, yes.
So which kind of sensor you could use from SmartSantander to get this information?
From one side, it's the crowd movement and also the location of public transportation. So this is what can be used.
Because my idea would be that, okay, I can push as a customer, I have a party, hosting a party in my pub or whatever, but then could be just me and my friend, and maybe with the sensor from acoustic sensor or parking, if the area is very crowded, this kind of stuff, you can give a bit more context to the information, and the user can rely on this. So okay, it's very crowded, very noisy, the party is definitely there to go. Maybe you have 3 or 4 parties spread across the town.
Yes.
The one that has very, very low activity is not the one to go.
Yes.
Even if the customer so you can answer it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so who will be the second? Okay, somebody has to be second.
Hello, we are the graffiti team, and we will present you Smart Party Santander, our application Sparsa. Our team consists of Gabriel, Giuseppe, Elena, Toma, Costa, Martina, Igor, and Snezana. The problem is that in Santander we have 2,000 facilities in which are held party entertainments, of which 1,350 makes noise above the permissible level of noise in populated areas, and we have 4,000 parking spaces that don't even satisfy the requirements of the city. In Santander area, there are no level of the noise surveillance and control system, and the systems of notification about the congestion of parking space. So our main goal is to improve the quality of touristic services. More specific goals to improve the quality of the touristic services for 40% in Santander City, to improve the quality of the information usage about the noise level and the number of parking spaces in the Santander City for local and regional authorities, as well as tourists and residents for the 80%. And final, to decrease the noise level for the 30% until the end of 2014. Our target groups are the local and regional authorities, the owners of property sources of the noise, and people aged between 16 and 45 years old. We will develop an application which will integrate and distribute information from the sensor networks to final users. So, do we need to go out? It's party time. Do you need to know where is the party tonight? Santander has now its new innovative platform, Sparsa. So what is Sparsa? Sparsa is an application, a platform for party maniacs. Subscribe and you will be informed in real time about all the parties that take place in your city, all the available parking spaces near, and even what to wear. Did we mention that it's even free? So how it works, a SmartSantander platform gives the noise data to recognize parties in the city. When we have high noise, it is identified. When we identify high noise, users of the Sparsa are notified of the party that takes place in real time. No time is wasted for parking since you can check all the vacant spaces nearby the Sparsa with Sparsa, and we have temperature measures that can even inform users what to wear for being prepared for everything. We have 4 zones that control noise, temperature, and even the parking. And with Sparsa engine, we can disseminate information with smartphone applications, emails, social media. So, are you ready for this awesome platform that will change your nightlife? We can invite people from our official website with email and SMS, social networks, and the smartphone application. Our implementation is the website. Okay, that's not good, I think. Okay, so that's our website. We have the main page that we have the map of Santander. We have marked an ideal place to throw a party, and we have the parking spaces that are free and the parking spaces that are occupied. So when someone finds out where there is a party, he can see where it's easy to park. The second, the second map we have implemented is a map that shows all the noise level in Santander. We have with green, the noise level in this area is below 65 decibel, and with red we have a noise level above 65 decibel. This means that when we have high noise, we will have a party there. We have a tablet with the issues. Okay. So here we can see how much the real-time data of the free parking spaces in Santander. So now we can see that we have 18 free parking spaces. And okay, that is just the team that, okay. So that's our implementation. And now we have to find again our PowerPoint somewhere. Gabriel, where do you have it? Is this one? It's not this one?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. This is our business plan. We made some we had some numbers, what is going to be the cost. We have the contractor fees and the indirect costs that it can be some sensors or some equipment and furniture that we will need and everything. So we have a total of 254,600. And we thought that this is going to take about 2 years to be implemented. And we've made a promo video for our that doesn't play music.
I mean, you can put it, stop the timer.
Excellent. This was very entertaining. Questions?
No, why 2 years? Seems more less complicated to implement than 2 years. You will envision 2 years of work for implementing this. I would say that the infrastructure is already in place, so 2 years is a bit overestimated.
Is this the budget for the project for 2 years? Because there is marketing and merchandise and all that.
Okay, so it's not the implementation side, it's just
It's only for 2 years.
okay, because I understood that you need 2 years before launching this.
Do you have a question?
Yes. If she could ask Senzations if received the mail for the
Oh,
party.
I forgot. You must have anyway.
Now it's like, who is what will happen next? There is a party notification. Hi, we would like to inform you that there is an ideal party place in Santander. Current temperature is 27.48 centigrades. You should wear something light. Please visit www.avanturista.com graffiti for more information. Thank you for using our graffiti application. Okay, excellent. Thanks. So we need now the third team. Who will be next?
You will be last.
You'll be the last.
That's last.
Okay, so is it the last
Oh,
overall?
it's like dessert when you eat, you know, for dessert.
Self-confident then, yeah? Always. Okay. Team.
So thank you. This was all actually. No, I'm just kidding. So hello everyone. My name is Milan, and now I'm going to present one great thing that we developed in these few days. So basically, it is about Sense Love, a service that we provide, which will answer how to add some love into wireless sensor networks. So who we are? We are part of winning bowling team known as Jiberi. For you who doesn't know, it means heart, which is broken. Our team, I would say leader is Živorad. Živorad, please stand up. He is our local gravity disturber. Igor Miric. Unfortunately, he wasn't here. He was very busy with some wrestling things. Rasko Karadžić, please stand up. Level 12 Paladin Java developer Birdiker. Stevan Josić, guitar hero. And actually, I'm not vocal solist, I was a truck driver. So, this is our team. Handsome guys, really nothing to add there. And actually, what do we do? What do we do? We add love into wireless sensor networks. But what is missing there? Girls are missing. Girls are missing. So we couldn't find a girl. We didn't find a girl for our team. No one wanted to be with us, so we had to develop something to help ourselves. And we developed SenseLove. It is basically a service based on the Santander platform, and we include also free Android application that interacts with the Santander platform in order to categorize places where we could go date, where we could do dating with our girls. Furthermore, we have, actually, I will explain this later, all the possibilities of our application. The magic of SenseLove. So what we can do? So we are guys, what we want to do is we want to have some kind of dating service to find the girls to date with. So we can find some restaurants to go to, we can find some places to go make a picnic, to make some walk, to have some blind dating, and we included some service that finds a quiet parking place. So, for example, romantic picnic, we can take our application, we can choose a place to go, it can lead us to this place, and this application can even suggest us, based on the Santander platform response to the sensors, what we need to wear, I mean girl, not guys, and if you want to do some picnicking, information about soil moisture. Another thing is romantic walking, so we want to walk near the river, and also application will provide us with information what we need to wear, and also where can we buy these things that we want to wear. Also what is the noise level, and if the air is clean, so we can completely enjoy in our walk. A romantic date in a car, I will not comment. Yes. This is it. So actually, how does it blind work? We implemented stochastic methods based on market checks to correlate these handsome guys with these nice girls. And actually, our application is in beta testing, so it's not yet working, but you will see in the demonstration in the end. So let us see what did we do. We will call 3 aspects of our application. First aspect is a user level. So what does it do? So we analyze this. Our service analyzes the data provided by Santander platform. It suggests us public transportation information. Where could we go? Where could we walk? Where could we find an empty parking place? We can even set parameters. What do we want to do? We want to enjoy clean air in dark parking places or something like this. Also, service that provides us with information. Where can we go? Where can we buy all these things like clothing and everything. From the platform side, we give user feedback. So, for example, for blind dating with someone, platform will ask user in the application, what does he think? Did it actually go well or not? Your date, is it she or he beautiful or not? Is it really cold or is it really hot there? Is it, the noise level is really high or low? This is from the platform part. And also let us discuss a bit about the business side of this service that we provide. We don't have this kind of complicated business plans because the business manager escaped to Novi Sad. So how we imagined how we are going to make some money out of it. Well, basically, we are going to pay. So when we want to go to a restaurant, we are going 30% of the restaurants that we can get from, for example, Google. We'll offer them to pay to be first in the list in our application. So when you look at the application, you usually go and visit the first 5 restaurants that appear. Another thing is like a service that recommends clothing depending on the conditions measured by the platform. We will pay, of course. They will pay to be advertised in the application. And in the end, if you want to appear in the list of suggested dates in a blind dating, you will have to send an SMS to appear on the other side. What is interesting here is that our application is thus totally free for a user, except for this SMS if you want to appear for blind dating. All the income is we will get it from the restaurants and market chains. And so, for example, we have this application. So we want to go somewhere. This is it. Our application sends love. We have a map of Santander. We actually entered the position in Santander. So what we're going to do, I'm going to click here on the services. Here in beta testing, we have only these services for now. For example, if we want to go out for a dinner, I click to go out for a dinner. To go out for a dinner, the application goes to Google, extracts a list of restaurants, and based on low noise levels, chooses best restaurants for you. So you will not have restaurants with high low level. Here, I don't know what it is. Here. So you can see all these cards here. And for example, I click on the card. I have name of the restaurant when I can go. Pizzeria Bella Italia. And for example, I go out for this, find a parking spot. I click on the parking spot. And it will give me list of parking spots with low noise levels because I don't want to be disturbed. And basically, this is it. We added love into wireless sensor networks. Make love, don't worry.
Okay?
You have some questions?
Questions? Anyone there is asking a question?
If you think about some peer-to-peer interactivity or something in your phone.
Peer-to-peer activity?
Yeah.
You mean online blind dating?
Yeah, kind of like maybe like localized with Bluetooth, for instance, and persons close by or things like this.
How do you mean? You mean you go to a restaurant and then we can integrate like finding
girls in the
I
restaurant.
wanted to say victim, but I mean like someone that wants to go on a parking place. It's a good idea. Why not? My team also like. What?
Noted.
Yeah, noted. Noted. Yeah, I think this would be in version 2.0.
So what would you do if the restaurants don't give you money?
They will give money. Will be personal. No, actually, this is one part of the business track. I'm really bad in this. I really don't understand these kind of things. And as our business angel in our team explained to me, things works like this that you actually. I don't know how to start with this, but basically, apparently it works like this that if you give opportunity for them to pop out, someone will eventually give you at least a small amount of money. Otherwise, you know, there are some mafia approaches. No, I mean, we have to develop this. We have to develop this a bit more.
Okay. Thanks, Dan.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm Milos and I'll be telling you about our application called Santander Droid. Now you might notice that there are some similarities to some other groups' ideas here, and we suspect they hacked us yesterday while we were drunk. But okay, yeah, everything is allowed in war, and while we saw that. Basically, these are the members of our team, and what is the problem we wish to solve? So today, the youth in today's world is basically addicted to the virtual world. So they sit at home, they play video games, they don't go out on the sun to play like in the old days, and going outside is now factually an adventure. So there is a necessity for factual and timely delivered information about the outside world, because these kids, they're not familiar with it. And girls especially need help also to choose their clothes, since that usually takes a lot of time for them. So we wish to help the misguided youth find their way in the physical world, to leave the shackles of the virtual world. So we of course used wireless sensor networks. So our idea was to provide a fun user experience along with actually putting some real information there along with the fun. But fun is still the main part. So we also want to introduce advanced wireless sensor technologies to fun activities, because you probably won't use application that is boring to you, but if you find a game or something similar, you start using it just for fun, and maybe you kind of learn more about these technologies and what's possible. So our implementation relies on SmartSantander web service. Basically, we use pretty much information from pretty much all of the probe types, sensor types available. So we gather everything. We gather temperature, humidity, sun radiation, light, noise, even ground humidity, etc. Everything. And then we use, okay, not here. Basically, we use that information to recommend to the user what he or she should wear when they go outside. You'll see that on some of the later slides. Well, as far as the financial structure goes, our application is pretty lightweight. Basically, development is done using the Eclipse development environment, which is free. Graphical design, well, you can do it using Photoshop, but it's expensive, so you can use, for instance, GIMP. It's also open source. To sell the application, or actually our idea is to give it for free, but you need anyway the Google Store account. That costs like $25, nothing much. And you need to pay developers, that's pretty much the biggest cost. And as far as income is concerned, we could charge for download, but that's usually not a good idea. And we have an idea to finance our application through sponsor contracts. This is how our application looks. So basically, you choose your sex, age, and purpose of going out. So if you're going out on a date, or maybe going out to work, and you choose a destination on the map. And then the application calculates all the values from the nearby sensor nodes. It takes into account if you're male or female, so all data you inputted before, and it recommends to you what you should wear outside. It also recommends which brands of clothes and items you should use. And this is how a final recommendation looks like. So, we can show you in the application how it looks. It's not quite the final version, but still we. This isn't quite the same version as on the slides, but let's see, male, 10 to 25, and going out for a date. I might use their application for that, but and we click what to wear, And now we wait for the internet. And wait. And wait. And while we wait, the climate changes, but okay.
While you wait, you're you can see.
Well, we weren't in a hurry to go out anyway. So when it gets there, it gets. So, here it is. And there it is. So it's kind of, let's see, 30 degrees and a heck. I guess we have to work on the algorithm a little bit, but we'll get there. Okay. So, are there any questions? Any questions? Okay.
So I can just observe like that you have icons from different shoe stores. Is this part of your business plan that you actually?
Yes, this is exactly part of our business plan. But we didn't really go into design now, but we would like to actually show the real items on the things. But for now, we just put them down. And so that's the idea. So basically, you know how they say the stupidest applications are the most popular ones, and you know the young people might like this. So why not invest a dinar or dollar or any other currency and just put your name here and earn some money?
And have you also thought about, as an extension to the service, for instance?
Yes,
to have some way of directly telling where best to find the shops to buy the items then as well.
Yes, we talked about that. We also wanted integration with Facebook. We didn't have time because today everything is integrated with Facebook. And there you have the most kids like sitting home and Facebooking. But for the next version, we'll do that. Okay, any more questions?
I think that you should integrate some feedback mechanisms. So it could say that your hat sucks or you look crap today. Or
Well, I guess we.
Okay, thank you. And I guess last.
Welcome, thank you for listening. I'm Daniel Cesarini, part of the Saga team. Later we will come on here. This mark is representing what came to our mind when you gave us the idea of doing this competition, because there was a lot of possibilities, and you showed us some concrete applications regarding parking, navigation, parking, and air pollution. Next slide. So they are related to the life context, because we are talking about people, and people are living in an environment. We know that the environment can somehow act on how we feel. We can feel stress because we are working and something is not going good. Maybe the colleague is making some noise, or outside there are some workers. We have daily routine. If you wash or something like that. And we have traffic, and this is something we have seen in the applications. We have traffic sensors. A lot of effort is put into sensing the urban context of people. So we are speaking often about IoT, that's Internet of Things, but instead we want to look at them as interesting things, because we sense this context. We have access to a lot of information. Humidity, temperature, pollution that can be looked as weather data, traffic, noise. And this is the external context in which people are moving. Then, as we are talking about mobile application, they are running on smartphones. With a smartphone, I can also sense people. I can sense the movements of people, so their activity. A lot of research projects and even applications that are already doing this with quite good results. You can sense the location, you can sense the state, somehow using social networks, activity, projects that are looking at how you feel just based on side effects of what you are doing. So you don't need explicitly to tell something to the system. And this all is already available on the SmartSantander platform. So we thought, okay, we won't move any further, and we will look at this data that is coming.
So we took into account all this information that SmartSantander is providing to us, like as he said, Daniel, about the noise, about the air quality, about the traffic, etc., etc. So it's like raw and boring information, and we try to adapt this to the daily life of each person. So we took here, thanks to our friends here, some graphs in order to see the peaks of the temperature, of the noise of the day. And we are trying to adapt this information in order to make the people to feel better. I mean, since you are feeling, I don't know, depressed, or you are feeling sad because you are working all the day at home, we are trying to make this information to make your mood moody. How? Of course, by music. So here, as you can see, 17th of August and 18th of August, it's 2 days about the temperature. As we can see, during the day it's a high peak of temperature, 1 and 2. So when it's sunny outside, in our opinion, it's the best to. Oh man.
Is it on? Okay. We can see.
Go back to the previous slide.
And you feel? So, but by night, when the temperature or it's noisy outside, raining. So it's an application that you put on your smartphone, and you're outside, you're walking the streets. Excuse me. Smartphone application, you're walking the streets outside, it's raining, so just put the music in order to feel better. If you're at home, you're at work, so in order to change your mood, we just adapt. It's work like a radio, so it's a suggestion. It's interpreted from this, the data from SmartSantander information, and just getting your mood is better. So this is how you were before, like stressed, routine, traffic. Of course, sucks. What? Thanks to moody. We can change the fact, guys, it's true, no? But moody can change your mood. That's all. And of course.
Oh man.
Time is up.
Stop it. No, it's just the entire album, don't worry.
Sorry.
Okay, so the point is, we have this concept, and there is a business behind it. If you are interested, you can ask. No, if you are interested, we talked about it. We were thinking not to make a business plan because it would be too complicated to make it real. But we have thought a little with the business girl and among ourselves about what to do with such a product. Because the point is, with respect to other applications, and there exist a lot of applications that require direct user interaction. We wanted something that is smooth and is lying pervasively inside of our lives, just like iPhone is doing or iPod does with music. So the iTunes store is making money out of this. Okay.
So one question is, what I saw, there are two different strategies you can go about it. One is basically adapting the music to the outside mood. But this means basically the example where it was raining, you had actually some quite, like lethargic music. Whereas when it was sunny, it's some happy music. But often you actually want to have when it's raining, the happy music
exactly.
to change your mood.
So this is something that can change, So you choose this one or that one. So you want, if you feel bad, you know, it's raining, so it's not, okay, I want to have happy, blah, 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 etc. So you push this one. Unless you want to continue in this mood of being depressed, so you continue with this.
So the idea is there's some personalization wizard at the beginning, which will then configure your application.
A little personalization and a lot of learning afterwards, based on age and
experience,
user experience, and even not explicit interaction, like gestures.
Okay.
Okay. Once again.
Any other?
Once again.
So the team, Mana, Andrea, Alex, Tanya.
No.
Okay, I think this concludes the presentation part, unless another team was formed in the meantime. So the panel will now discuss all these presentations and all the work. So we need maybe 10 minutes. And so if you go around, walk a bit, come back in 10 minutes, and then we'll go to screen. Somebody who has done. They haven't done anything.
I was right the other way, the same, but was.
Anyway, we'll start, and I guess people will join. So we came to the end of the school. We had a pretty intense discussion about all these different presentations. We did analyze technical aspects, whether something was implemented, whether you were using one or the other sites from SmartSantander. We also took into account the business aspect of it, as we said, so whether there was some sort of a business plan, whether correct or not, but it's visible that you did think about that, and there was this interaction between the technical people and the business people. The presentation itself, how it go, and also the novelty or the nice innovative ways of using data. Because if SmartSantander provides noise and you draw a noise map, yeah, it shows that you managed to use SmartSantander platform, the APIs, the functionality, but okay, showing noise on a noise map, that's not that innovative. So, based on that, how do we go from the second one, the craziest? That was, I think, the category. It goes to the sense lab. Okay, as promised.
Like the sound. Thank you.
Very good. The bottles are full, please confirm.
It's much heavier than the other award. Okay, for the main award, we had a pretty tough decision there to make, and discussing different aspects, and eventually decided to give it to the graffiti team. So the reasons are they had a running application. The presentation included quite a detailed business plan, although maybe not all the aspects of that business plan were really correct, but still it was there. And there were quite a number of different sensors used, and what Daniel said also, there was some real-time notifications, which was also appreciated.
And
so,
the video.
And the video, yes, of course. The marketing material was excellent. So, congratulations. need to know who are your members. Can all the members come here?
Do not leave the room yet.
Okay, so one for you. One for you. Thank you. You can take a photo. Yes. Be happy. Okay, excellent. So, yeah, please just go back. Because we had really. As I said, we had a really tough decision, and we had a lot of discussion between to decide who really wins the award. And because it was really by narrow margin, we have these two spare Raspberry Pis, and we will give them to the Triumph team. Triumph? You will have to decide how will you share them. So now we are really at the end. I thank you for coming here, for participating, for being good laugh and good fun. And we expect you next year, at least some of you. I know some people won't be able because they will be finishing their PhD finally.
Maybe.
But we'll let you know where the next summer school will take place. The certificates are here. Please take one for you. And I don't know, see you next year. Yeah? Thanks.
I think we really enjoyed the last session. We had a lot of fun watching you presenting, and I hope also you kind of took something away from this experience, working together, let's say, in teams with other people, also with people from, let's say, maybe a different background, like a different domain, like business. And obviously, we'll send around some feedback forms. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So I think for us it's very important that you give us honest feedback on how you find the school is, what we can maybe improve or what you particularly like. So we can basically make the event a better event, hopefully next year. So.
And these slides that you use for the presentation, please send them to me so I can put them together with other slides on the Dropbox.
So then
I would like to say something. We are only 4 in the team, so and we have 6 bottles, so I would like to give these 2 bottles to other 2 teams that didn't succeed. Congratulations, I mean, it's...
Who's that? Okay, then enjoy yourself.
Just maybe do together with the and make some.
Hey guys, is it possible to go down to the pool with a group picture? It would be nice.
In the pool or outside?
Well, whatever you like. Everyone with the clothes inside.
Okay, so you can just go down and have one photo and then